Good afternoon everyone, welcome to a very sunny Nottingham Hockey Centre. We've got Women's Division 1 North action to bring you today, and it looks like a fantastic game in prospect. Beeston in second place against Leicester City, who are currently 8th, but on a run of 3 wins from 3. So Leicester have got a decent run behind them. They're up against the Beeston side, who have the second best form in the entire country behind Old Georgians. 11 wins in a row they have. Beeston are on 10. Just to set the scene, as the sun absolutely obliterates everything in the distance. This is the position in the table. You can see the Beeston are 5 wins from 5 in terms of form. They are 3 points behind Durham University. Durham University in action today. They are away at Pendle Forest, so we need to keep an eye open for that result as well. We'll try and bring you updated. You can see Leicester City's 3 wins from 3 on the right hand side. A bit of housekeeping as well. Gloucester City, if you do the maths, it brings them to 11. However, they have had a point deducted, and that's what the table represents there. So you're up to date. Shall we do a little bit about welcoming Leicester City, or we can do that in a bit? Yeah, here's a little bit about Leicester City. It's a very, very close affair today. Leicester just a little bit down the road. They have a long and illustrious history, do Leicester City, founded in 1894. They are 6-time league winners between 1994 and 2012. They are cup winners 4 times as well. They've also managed to get a gold medal in the Euro Hockey Club Trophy. That's the 2nd tier competition. They've had a host of well-known names coming through the ranks as well. They also have a men's section, which is pretty new. They play at St Margaret's Pastures in Leicester, and they're just 27 miles away down the M1. So the teams are being introduced to each other on the pitch. It's almost like we've arranged it like that. Some housekeeping for you. I'm Andy Day, bringing the commentary alongside the pictures provided by Adam Milsom upstairs. Kellen Griffiths is doing the button pushing today. And your match umpires, Tom Cox and Mia Dewing. Tom Cox says hello to the family gathering if you're watching wherever you're watching today. The Leicester City lineup, it's a full squad for Leicester City today. It's a rarity, as they've named a full match day 16. I've got it that they've only done that 5 times so far this season. They do have a new face in Arabella Pinder at number 15 today. Beeston, relatively settled lineup, although they only named 14 in the squad. Rosie Stevens is in today. Caris Miller is out as she has a dislocated shoulder. So we'll try and bring you more facts and figures as we go through the day, but we'll bring you the coverage of the game. Beeston in the black and gold, and Leicester in what I work out to be their chain strip of white, black and white. It will be Beeston playing left to right in front of the cameras, attacking the boulevard end in the first half. Leicester City playing right to left, attacking the car park end. The ball is in the middle of the field, and just like that, another match day begins on BTV. Just doing a little bit of tidying up in the commentary box. We've got plenty going on today. Our first passage of play, first 16 seconds, goes back to Grieve at the back, playing it out to the left-hand side. Must point out it was Sophie Robinson in the lineup today. It's her 2nd appearance of the season. She's been coaching for most of the season. She's not played since that home defeat against Durham University back in September. As mentioned, Emily Clarkson, first appearance for her this season. No room for Katie Mason today either. So we'll get to find our way through the familiar faces and a few unfamiliar faces for Beeston. There's a good bit of play on the far side. I think Beeston have got possession, and yes, that movement forward suggests that they do. Like you, I'm watching this on the screen today, looking out of the window, the sun is right in my eye line. So here go Beeston, patient, but give the ball away on the 23-metre line, and Leicester City look to break and make the ball travel over halfway for the first time, and it doesn't quite come off. Joanna Porter in goal today for Leicester City. She's played 10 out of the 12 fixtures. Sandra Boyce has also played in goal for Leicester City. She's also, according to the stats, played as an outfielder as well, away to Wakefield, a match that they won by 2-1. Ball off in the distance. And out of play. Lovely conditions here for hockey. It's about 12 degrees. Probably hear the air ambulance hovering overhead, and I can tell it's overhead not because of its sound, it's also dislodging the dust here in the chapel as well, so it must be very close indeed. Leicester City getting pegged back. They've not crossed the halfway line to my knowledge in the first 3 minutes or so. This is the first opportunity for the ball to make it to halfway, and it's been mopped up bang on halfway by the endeavours of Jane Kilpatrick, number 8 for Beeston. Crossfield ball into space. Grieve winds up a ball towards the right-hand side of the final third as Beeston look to make an entry into the circle for the first time. The ball goes in, it's straight to a Leicester stick. And Lucero, 28, gets the ball out of harm's way. So the restart bang on the 23-metre line. Laybourne with the restart. She has been coaching the team this season as well. This is a break on the left-hand side. Close attention. First time the ball's gone into the circle. It's a Leicester City attack that's got it into the circle. Beeston mop it up a little unconvincingly, but they do the job. I think there's a problem with the ball, so that one will disappear off the side and get replaced with a fresh one. 4 minutes gone on BTV. Whistle blows to restart the clock. Very calm. Not really too much pressure. Beeston not forcing it. They've had the better of the possession so far, but Leicester City, as they are now, had the first entry into the circle. According to the fantastic Colin Pike, he advises me the first season that the team played as Leicester City was 2019-2020. And around then, they've been hovering around the promotion spots ever since, but not been able to make it up into the top division. As mentioned before, they do have a great history. They've finished first in the Premier Division 2000-2001, 04-05, 05-06, 06-07. And they've topped the division 3 other times, but failed in the playoffs. They did win the playoff final against Reading 3-2 back in 2011-2012. That's when they finished second in the Premier Division. Beeston pressing, looking to win the ball high, back up the field. And they get it. Captain Burrell plays it inside into the circle. Is there a shooting opportunity presenting itself? There's a kicked clearance, and we've got a back stick in the circle. Penalty corner number 1 for Beeston. Very clear signal from umpire Mia Dewing. So going over to inject is Nick Moss. Quite a few players around the edge of the circle, 2 towards the right-hand side as well. Is there a routine here? It's low, it's hard, it's been popped out. And well defended from Leicester City. A firm shot towards goal. It's been played in again, and Leicester City get the whistle and will be able to clear from a defensive position. So 1 penalty corner for Beeston. It's engineered a shot on target. Quarter in the Leicester City goal equal to it. Into the edge of the circle, Beeston go, played in quickly. Scrambling, goalkeepers on her toes. Whistle blows again, defensive out for Leicester City. Seven minutes gone on a sunny Saturday afternoon. Isabel Smith is number 52, leaving it for Kilpatrick, playing it out to the right-hand side. Kilpatrick offers again, changes the angle of attack. Leaves her opponent on the ground, drives into the circle, whacks it across the face of goal, but doesn't get a touch on it. Beeston starting to bring more to the party, looking to increase the pressure. Leicester City have only managed, again, as far as I can remember, 1 time that they've crossed over the halfway line with possession of the ball. Turnover, Beeston looking to get back into the circle again. Nothing there. Elsewhere in Women's Division 1 North, as mentioned, Pendle Forest, Durham University. That was 11:30. Hopefully we'll get the results of that one soon. Leicester City in possession over halfway. Little shovel ball over towards the left-hand side, just in front of the camera position, but too much heat on it to find a teammate. Beeston will restart just in front of the camera. Kilpatrick in possession again. In time order, it was Pendle Forest, Durham University, that 11:30. 1:30 Benwood and Repton. Same time, Gloucester City, Buckingham. 2 o'clock Wakefield, Alton and West Warwickshire. And you're watching the final game of the day, Beeston, Leicester City. So during the half-time, I think we'll set aside a bit of a moment to try and find out those results for you. See what it's done for the table. Beeston in the circle, long corner. Just touched behind. The bell with a restart for Beeston. Low and hard into the circle, firm defensive stick on it. Beeston regained possession, pushed all the way outside. No angle for a shot, and look at the players streaking towards a car park end, looking to defend. And also Leicester City looking to get another entry into the circle. Beeston back in possession again. Important touch, however, it has fallen kindly for the attacking Bees. Just inside the circle now, long corner again. As mentioned, pressure starting to build. Nice turn from Kilpatrick, makes a different angle into the circle. Player down, and that attack peters out. A little bit of confusion here in the commentary box. We can see Beeston's 29 shirt out there today. In the middle of your picture now, that usually belongs to Katie Mason, but Katie Mason's name was struck through on the match sheet. Unless there's been a sudden and dramatic change, we thought Beeston were playing with 14. That bouncing ball rolls all the way through. That's another thing to get clarity on later on in the game. Swept out of defence, but Leicester City have it on the 23-metre line. Just a wrong option, I think. Lucero was the player towards the right-hand side. Robinson pressing forward, a kick clear from keeper Porter. Lots of blue turf for Beeston to try and make something happen in. Gives you an idea how far back Leicester City have been pushed. Chance to turn the ball towards goal. Leicester City again working it and earning the free hit. They hit the ball clear, and that's going to run a long way, and that's fallen brilliantly. The pace on that was excellent. Well cleared up in the Beeston defence. Spence driving forward with the ball, forgets it for a moment and goes to ground. Player down here. Spence is definitely not happy. I can't really tell you much more than that because the visibility is not great, but Spence it is, the player on the ground. It seemed fairly innocuous because I was watching the play. Support has gone out. Clock is stopped at 12:44. Naturally, we won't tell you, or we won't show you the treatment that's being given on the field of play, but I can tell you she's still down. Extended look at the Leicester City team having a huddle just to the right of where the treatment is being carried out. Second medical support has gone out to assist. There doesn't seem to be much in the way of movement. I suspect we'll have a clearer view of what's going on as the player's now up. And walking very, very gingerly and with assistance off the field of play. Being assisted by Hannah Grieve. Not sure at all what caused that or what exactly the injury is. But all the very best from all of us here at BTV. We'll find out hopefully pretty soon and give you an update. So it will be a bully to restart the game and possession given back to Leicester City. Clock running again. 12 3/4 minutes gone on BTV this Saturday afternoon. Conditions perfect for hockey. Usually, Beeston make a quick start. We have seen early goals in recent match weeks. Leicester City holding firm. And there's a turnover. There's a lot of space. Is there support coming for Beeston, or is it just going to be Isabel Smith on her own? Smith turns, fires the ball low, and that's hit one of the masks behind the goal. She didn't have a great deal of options, decided to shoot. And that's probably as close as Beeston have come. Something a little bit different. The build-up has been patient from Beeston, and that misplaced pass, which was picked up by Smith, Saw opportunity, that ball forward to find Olivia back. Didn't reach its intended target. Beeston back in possession again. Turnover, and Leicester City push the ball all the way off the field of play at the car park end. It will be a Beeston restart. If this is your first National League game that you're watching, you may have been watching the Pro League earlier today. You're wondering in a few moments' time why we haven't had a quarter break. International games are 60 minutes. In the National League, 17.5 minutes per quarter. Leicester City in possession of the ball on halfway. Firing the ball out towards the right-hand side. It's gone out of play. Must have been off a Beeston stick as Beeston looking to intercept the restart ball. Played backwards. Diagonal ball for Leicester City. Beeston trying to block that one over the baseline. Nice idea from Laybourne, number 13. Beeston trying to keep the ball in at the boulevard end. Wasn't to be. Long corner. Here's the result. I'll take that. Running into trouble straight away, and Leicester City break towards halfway. Immediate pressure coming from Hannah Grieve, number 10. Beeston building from the back, trying to inject a little bit of pace back into the game. Kilpatrick laying it back to Grieve. Grieve takes a few paces forward, sweeps it back out to Kilpatrick just in front of the camera position, who in turn gets it into the 23-metre line. Smith plays it into the circle, layoff, and this surely should be 1-0, and it is! Brilliantly worked goal. Beeston have the lead after 17 minutes. Here's a replay. A lot of the credit has to go for the ball in from Smith. We'll get you confirmation of the goal scorer in a few moments' time, but the build-up work on the right-hand side from Smith was great. Opened up the Leicester defence, and we'll get you the goal scorer confirmed in a few moments. And just look at that. It is quarter time. Beeston have the lead. By 1-0. We'll update everything we need to update.
End of the first quarter. Beeston 1, Leicester City 0. And confirmation of the goal scorer. That was number 39, Emily Clarkson.
Clarkson has been given the goal for Beeston. We'll take a break for a couple of moments and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Welcome back to BTV. As you can see on the screen, Amelie Clarkson's goal, the difference coming about 30 seconds before the end of the first quarter. First appearance of the season for Amelie Clarkson, first goal of the season for Amelie Clarkson, and it was a goal that took its time coming. Beeston had the better of the possession and had a little bit more cut through, but they couldn't find a way of troubling Joanna Porter in the Leicester City goal. We are off and running again. Beeston have the lead. We have an opportunity to speak with Sophie Robinson of Beeston briefly before the game. They've done their homework on Leicester City. Felt as we look at this further attack from Beeston, just a little bit of miscontrol by the baseline, turnover of possession. Leicester City will be able to play out from the back. Paraphrasing a tiny bit, but she felt, Sophie Robinson, just keep doing what they're doing and good things will start to follow. That ball travels the full length of the field. Grieve with a long ball towards the right-hand corner flag as we're looking at the boulevard end. As Leicester City start the hunt for the equalising goal, put them on level terms. Beeston in possession again. Kilpatrick, who's been lively in this right-hand position just in front of the camera today. A few twists and turns, and engineers a free hit. Grieve plays it out calmly to the left-hand side. Over the 23-metre line, Beeston go. Push towards the baseline. Leicester City will be able to clear. Until relatively recently, Leicester City were on 3 points for the season. They had a real upturn in form in recent weeks and won the second game of the season at home to Repton, and then didn't pick up another point until match week 10 away at Wakefield. And it's been 3 single-goal wins in 3 match weeks. 2-1 away at Wakefield, an away win at Repton, doing the double over them. That was 1-0. And a home 1-0 victory over Pendle Forest. There's 1 goal in it this week. It's gone away at Beeston. 21 minutes on the board. By Tom Cox in the distance. Bobbly ball. Takes a touch. Looks like we've got a long corner for Leicester City. If you're just joining us, Leicester City in the white and black. Interception. There's a little scramble for possession just outside the circle. Beeston come away with it, and they're looking to go quickly down the left-hand side into the sunshine. Shadows getting longer and longer. Sun setting today here in Nottingham at about 5:30, so we'll probably have to deal with the sun at the far side of the field all the way through the game. Angle ball, diagonal to the top of the circle, no one there in black, but the pressure is starting to come, and Sophie Robinson was nearly snatching possession back for Beeston at the top of the circle. Leicester City moving it around nicely, but Leicester back over halfway. It's starting to get a bit more even, and the pressure's starting to come from the team in white. Appeal for a penalty corner. It has gone the way of the hosts. I think the Bees have taken note that Leicester are committing a few extra players forward, so noticeably taking a moment or two more in possession. Happy to keep the ball at the back. Grieve though now pumps it forward, takes a touch. Little scramble at the back for Leicester City, but they've done well to get the ball out to here. And pushing it off the sideline gives possession back to the hosts. Aerial ball towards the right-hand side of the circle. Two players in black getting a bit of a tangle. And giving possession back to Beeston. No news yet on the injured player earlier on. And hopefully we'll get an update before the end of the broadcast. Part of a series of moments with Leicester City players stick on stick. Firmly struck towards Gabriel Barraco's goal. Up until this week, 8 clean sheets in 10 appearances for the goalkeeper. Remarkable stats. Still a long time to go in this one, trying not to jinx her. But at the moment, she's got a clean sheet to care for. 25 minutes gone now in a first half that's gone by very quickly. It's not been a helter-skelter half with heaps of opportunities, but it has gone by very quickly. Two fairly evenly matched teams, and that's a good bit of work from the captain, Lauren Burrell, to intercept and get the ball towards at least the goal that Beeston are attacking, making Leicester City turn back towards their own goal. There's Burrell again, does well to move the ball forward. Bell in possession with a restart. Ball flicked over halfway, Beeston moving it quickly but giving away possession. This is better from Leicester City, but equally good was the timing of that movement in defence from Alexa Birkin-Evans, number 47. On the team sheet, we had a different name, but we're making an assumption it is an Alexa Birkin-Evans appearance today. On the left-hand side of the circle. There's the shot, there's padded away. 2 touches and we've got a penalty corner for Beeston. Second of the game for the Bees. Ball popping up. Porter in the Leicester City goal, padding it away once and then not clearing it away, and then again a second time. So the umpire, Mia Dewing, pointing towards the goal. Moss was the injector earlier on, and she is again. Similar setup to the previous penalty corner. This time they have gone out towards the right-hand side. It's been stopped on the line, it appears. And it's a repeat penalty corner for Beeston. Going over to inject again is Moss, and the ball has gone all the way over beyond the edge of the circle. So a third penalty corner for Beeston in the game. This one a repeat. This time they've gone more centrally. This time it's low and hard, and it has been touched behind. A remarkable bit of defensive work from Leicester City. Goalkeeper some way away from where the ball went, but what a bit of reflex skill to block that shot towards goal. It's still with Beeston, and they can't get a shot away. This lead, 1-0, is looking like a good one, but I'm sure the home side will be more comfortable with a second. And that second goal doesn't appear to want to come. Home side with the restart. Go over the 23-metre line. Grieve whips it back just inside the 23. Alexa Birkin-Evans decides to go forward a little bit and then play back to Grieve. Grieve more centrally with the ball to Bell. Bell runs into a little trouble. She gives it. I was going to say she had a self-pass, but I did hear several whistles there, and I think that's an indication it wasn't a Beeston free hit after all. No one in the Leicester City defence decided to interact. I must say that was a sharp bit of work from Porter. As Beeston are in the circle again, but great defensive work again from Leicester City, working very hard to deny Beeston any opportunities. The chances are starting to mount. A second goal before half-time, I'm sure, would settle any nerves. The longer it goes with just one goal, the difference, I'm sure the nerves will start to creep in. Beeston pressing again on the baseline, and again a free hit goes the way of Leicester City. The 30th minute about to come to a close, and again Leicester City with a well-timed interception. See just at the bottom of your screen the head of Jane Kilpatrick. She was making herself available, but she's been ignored. Towards goal again, and then out of play. Gorgeous day for hockey here in Nottinghamshire. It's like spring has sprung. The daffodils are making their way up out of the ground. If you've never made your way down here to Nottingham Hockey Centre, new features are being added all the time. So you can try one of Griff's coffees if you like. I do recommend. Kilpatrick, surrounded by three players, still managed to get the ball into the circle. Gets a free hit, just held up ever so slightly. Has the ball gone the requisite distance? Not sure. Play on. Hammered in towards the goal. It's bounced in and then flicked towards goal by Isabel Smith. There's been a couple of players who have really stood out today, and Smith is one of them. I must say the work that she did on the right-hand side for the opening goal for Clarkson, ultimately felt it was wonderful. There's an opportunity again, but well watched in the Leicester City defensive ranks, and they get the opportunity to clear. 32 minutes on the clock. Good few minutes now since Leicester have been over halfway with the ball. Beeston not really able to make the scoreboard tick up with the opportunities that they've had. They've spent probably 5 minutes in total in the circle. They've had 2 penalty corners. Aerial ball. That's been plucked out of the air wonderfully. Once again, is with Leicester City in defence. First half starting to wind down a touch. I'm not sure which team will be the happier of the two. I think they'll be both relatively happier, but which one will be the happiest of the two teams? Beeston, of course, have the lead, but Leicester City have excelled in defence and their organisation in defence and their timing of the defensive actions. Conversely, Beeston had a hatful of attacks and moments of pressure and not been able to make them count. And again, Leicester City come away with the ball. They play it quickly towards halfway, and is that too quickly? I think it might just be. 2 minutes to go to half-time. Towards the right-hand side, there's a runner just making her way towards the baseline, but it's been ignored by Smith, who makes her way into the circle. But again, it's been touched away, and Leicester City back in possession of the 23-metre line. Beeston, though, snatched possession back swiftly. Towards the top of the circle, just unable to be brought under control. I'm sure there's going to be another attack before the end of this half, though. Can Beeston manage to get a shot on from this angle? There's a good angle here to get the ball into the circle. That is a great moment. Shot on the reverse, and that is there! Celebrations in the Beeston camp. They really wanted to make that pressure count, to get a second on the board before half-time. And here is that opportunity. Great angle into the circle, and the reverse stick shot on the left-hand side by Isabel Smith. And I think her performance in this first half makes that goal very much deserved indeed. I make it a Smith goal. We'll get confirmation in due course.
Second for the Bees at half-time. Beeston 2, Leicester City 0. And the goal scorer of that second was number 52, Isabel Smith.
So there we go, half-time as confirmed by the team on the PA system. We'll update the graphics because that was a very, very late goal in the half from Beeston. 2-0 is the half-time score. Beeston 2, Leicester City 0. A goal for the play. A goal in the 17th minute and a goal in the 35th minute has given Beeston the driving seat in this one. Isabel Smith, not her first goal of the season. She tends to score 2 goals when she's in goal-scoring form, so I wonder if we'll see more from her. We'll break off. As promised, we'll have a look at the scores elsewhere, and hopefully we will have that score graphic to put up for you in a moment, just to give you confirmation of the position at the end of the half. Welcome back to BTV. The sun is shining in Nottinghamshire, and you can see the sun is very bright over the trees in the distance of the rugby pitches. We've got the match though in front of us, and the sun is shining very much so on Beeston at the moment. Leicester City get us underway. They were looking very good into their defensive form, Leicester City. But Beeston have found a way twice at the end of each quarter to make the score 2-0. Emily Clarkson on 17, about 30 seconds before the end of the quarter. Beeston already into the circle, looking to build on their lead. There's a chance to get the ball in the car park goal, and the umpire's arm is pointed out, and it will be a Leicester City defensive hit. And then right at the end of the half, Isabel Smith, we felt on commentary that there would be another attempt on goal before the end of the half. But turned out just to be exactly the case. We can bring you, just waiting to see Hannah Grieve work this the possession out for Beeston. Leicester City definitely attacking higher up the field, looking to spring a mistake. Alexa Birkin-Evans doing well under pressure. As distance all for Rosie Stevens to deal with. No news yet on Julia Spence, by the way. Birkin-Evans again defending the ball, finding a teammate, bringing it forward. Kilpatrick, who's come into a very central position, and most of our first half action was on the right hand side of the midfield. The ball's over in the far side of the field in the shadows. I can tell you there are 3 other results that have come in. The 11:30 game, Pendle Forest 0, Durham University 4. So Durham University will stay top. Breaking off as Beeston are into the circle again across the face of goal. Foot out from Porter. Played towards goal and then up into the air. Leicester City doing excellently to repel many shots from Beeston. It will come back again this time. Oh, what a finish! What a fantastic goal from Beeston. Can't wait to see that again. Look at the smiles on their faces. It is Nick Moss, the goal scorer, with a turn and shot. We'll just pause here for a moment while we do our necessary updates to all the graphics and bring everything up to speed for you. That, I was just saying about the result earlier on, Durham University 4, Pendle Forest 0. Durham University stay top and will be top at the end of the day. They are 3 points clear. If Beeston win the game, they would still be ahead on goal difference. So Beeston still need Durham University to make a mistake. But at the moment, they're not doing that. Those 2 games at the start of the season that were Beeston's only 2 defeats of the season. Just here's another look at that goal. Is that what we're seeing? Okay, it's a penalty corner, okay. So first penalty corner of the 3rd quarter. No penalty corners yet for Leicester City. Can they make this count? Grieve plays it out towards the injector and it's pumped up into the air. So Pendle Forest 0, Durham University 4, Ben Ridding 0, Repton 2, Gloucester City 3, Buckingham 3. So Buckingham move on to 29 points for the season. It's a little bit more daylight between Durham, Beeston and Buckingham. They're a couple of points back. Move we'll give you the updated table probably at 3/4 time with the impact of those results on the table. Might even give me the opportunity to colour in the form information. Penalty corner and the clock is stopped. As I was saying, that's the first penalty corner opportunity. There were no penalty corners in the game yet for Leicester City. This is their first one. There's the ball in the circle. I think into obstruction in the middle of all of that as well. Davies Roche appears to be the player going over to inject. Towards the right-hand side of the circle. It's bouncing and then beyond the upright. Barako in the Beeston goal. Did take a touch on the way through. And Beeston will be able to clear. First time Barako has been forced into a save in the first half, and this is the 41st minute. Just checking about the timing on that Nick Moss goal, which minute was that? And we'll bring the updated graphic for you. th minute goal for Beeston. Leicester City making a good go of this as the ball is up to the baseline. It's Beeston's turn to be strong in defence. Bell strong in possession. Beeston bringing it towards halfway again, needing to shield and keep the ball out of opposition hands. Grieve winds one up, plays it towards the circle. Arms outstretched. There's a lost stick in the middle of that. I think that's Ruby Gorin, number 36, who lost her stick. First appearance at home, I believe, this season for Ruby Gorin. Robinson does extremely well to keep the ball from going out, but then a little stumble and the ball does ultimately roll out. A thumbs up of appreciation for the pass. As mentioned earlier, Robinson has been mostly on the sidelines, been a coach for most of the fixtures so far this season since a previous appearance, which is the match against Durham. Number 29, I think, is Katie Mason, despite her not being, her name being struck through on the match sheet. There's a ball towards goal and then quick feet and then the tap away behind the goal from Joanna Porter. Very, very alert. It's popped up into the air and then the umpire's arm is indicating danger. So Leicester City will be able to put the ball out of harm's way. A curious one. Ruby Gorin, number 36, you can see who's chasing the ball. Played away in the first game of the season, away to Gloucester City, away to Wakefield, away at Repton, away at Pendle Forest, away at Durham. This is her first appearance of the season here at Nottingham Hockey Centre. ball out towards the right-hand side. Kilpatrick has the ball stolen from her. Leicester City support comes through the centre of midfield into position close to the goalkeeper. It's an angle ball on, if that can make its way to the support in the circle, and that was certainly the attempt, or the intent. Fifth minute, Beeston over halfway. Great ball forward towards the top of the circle, and there's a chance here for a second for Smith. Takes one touch, fires it towards goal, but that's wide of the upright by some margin. She'll be disappointed by that. Smith, scorer of the second of Beeston's goals today. Not sure if she overthought it or she saw the defenders coming in, caught her eye. Certainly wasn't what she intended. Sun shining very brightly here. Just make a couple of technical adjustments. The commentary will resume in a moment. This is BTV. Thanks for sticking with us. Beeston leading Leicester by 3 goals to 0. Hunting for a fourth to match a result that Durham University achieved away to Pendle Forest today. That one was starting 11:30 this morning. Pressure coming down the Beeston right. The shadows all now disappearing as the sun has dipped beyond the tree line. Good shielding, and the space on the Beeston left. Is there an opportunity to continue this? There is. All kept in play. Did that find a foot? No, says the umpire. Crunching stick-on-stick moment of activity there. And Leicester break over halfway. This game is really opening up now. That's good pace. Where the support coming. All popping up off the turf. '49th minute here. Is there a way back into the game for Leicester City? There is just one moment of the pitch where the sun is making its way through. piece on that, but Leicester City equal to it in defence. It's the hosts who are looking to go on the score sheet next, I think. Beeston get a free hit. Ball goes over halfway again. Smith. Is there an opportunity now for a ball into the circle? It's padded away, no touch from any defender there. It does come across, and that is a fourth for Beeston. Again coming towards the end of the quarter, and a bit of frustration creeping in from Leicester City as they were looking pretty good. Looking close to getting back on the score sheet. Robinson was there.
Fourth goal for the Bees. Scorer number 52, Isabel Smith.
Smith with a second of the game. Robinson was on hand, Smith with a second, and what a performance from Smith today. '50th minute goal from open play from Isabel Smith. So they've matched the result from earlier on from Durham University. Won't mean a thing if Durham keep winning. Beeston, after a difficult spell, are hunting for a fifth goal. Won't be on this attack though. Crunched into Smith. Smith takes possession of the ball. That's a great pass into the circle. Had found a foot, I'm sure, but certainly whipped off a leg. I'm not sure which player it was. It's gone the way of the visitors, and the visitors are back over halfway. I think held up illegally. They've travelled the length of the field swiftly and full of intent. Free hit outside the circle for the visitors. Leicester City have got 15 seconds to make a dent in the scoreline in the third quarter, and Beeston, through Bell, does very well to engineer a route out of that difficult situation. That is three-quarter time. Bees lead by 4 goals to 0.
End of the third quarter. Beeston 4, Leicester City 0.
This is BTV, and I did tell you early on the other results that we were able to get a hold of. Pendle Forest 0, Durham University 4, Ben Reading 0, Repton 2, Gloucester City 3, Buckingham 3. This is the way things look with those results plugged in. Durham University make their way up to 36 points. Beeston are good value for their 3 points against Leicester City. However, that's not confirmed, so they will stay on 30 until the game is over. Buckingham just a point behind Beeston now. And there's a 3 points separating 4 teams in the middle of the League, Alton, Ben Reading, Repton and Pendle Forest. Gloucester City are on 11 points for the season. They have been deducted a point, and that's what's fouled the graphics up. Leicester City will be ahead of Gloucester City. Wakefield, we don't know the result of their match, but they are on a very, very long losing streak. 11 losses in a row, Wakefield, this season. They've won the first match of the season and then nothing subsequently. So the teams are making their way out for the final 17.5 minutes of play. The ball is on the centre spot. And we're all set and ready to go for the final quarter of play. Beeston leading Leicester City by 4 goals to 0. Beeston attacking the car park end, and it's Leicester City who have, I must say, looked pretty good. Solid in defence. That doesn't say a lot when you're 4-0 down, but they have looked very solid, and this score could have been a lot higher. Beeston could have been sharper in front of goal, but the goals we have seen to get through the Leicester City defence have been spectacular. Particularly, I think, Nick Moss's finish, probably the goal of the day. Your thoughts, as ever, always welcome. Do comment, do say hello, tell us wherever you're watching in the world via the wonders of YouTube. You can say hello. Great to know that you're there. So there are a couple of things in the world of stats to look out for before today. Gabriel Barraco in the Beeston goal. Just break off as Beeston make their way into the circle again. That's another timely intervention in the Leicester City defensive ranks. Gabriel Barraco in the Beeston goal. He's kept 8 clean sheets this season. And Leicester City will be able to clear. Today would be the 9th out of 13. What a remarkable stat that would be. Actually 9th out of 11th, because she didn't play the first 2 games of the season. So phenomenal amount of work this Beeston team have got through. Probably a question for another day, but should more teams make their way up from the Division 1s into the Premier Division? Should there be more movement between the divisions? Or, as we have seen in years gone by, some teams have been promoted and performed excellently in Division 1 and struggled when they got into the Premier Division. Smith for the hat-trick, and that's another bit of fantastic defensive work. Fired in low and hard again, and this time away from Leicester City. Smith looked primed. What have we got here? Penalty corner for Beeston. So there was the shot, and I'm looking for when the umpire signal for the penalty corner foot is the call. So once again, Beeston look ready. The defensive protective gear isn't quite ready for Leicester City as the clock ticks into minute 57. Floodlights are on pitch 1. And an early break from the defensive line. So Beeston will get to go again. So 3 defenders and the goalkeeper on the line for Leicester City. Can Beeston make their mark now? Grieve plays it out back towards the injector. Kicked away. And then thumped. Repeat penalty corner, says the umpire. By the looks of it, we are coming back. I'm not sure we are getting a penalty corner. I saw the umpire pointed with 2 hands towards the goal, but no, we are back rolling again. Beeston this time punching the ball low and hard. Goalkeeper struggling to get a foot round it. Porter, who's looked very impressive in the Leicester City goal today. Long corner for Beeston. Moss plays it into the circle and it goes out over the sideline. Moss, goal scorer today, of course, as well. Flicked towards the baseline and then over the baseline. Leicester City will clear. There's about 12 minutes to play as the clock at the university strikes to say. It's about 5:15. Well, happy to watch that one roll over and out of play. American Evans with 47 on the back. Gets play going again. The pace of the game has dropped a tiny bit here. Beeston not able to name a full 16 today, but they've performed impressively. Your dislocated shoulder has taken out Karis Miller, unable to play. And also we haven't heard an update yet on how Julia Spencer's got on. She needed treatment earlier on in the game, and we haven't yet had an update from the bench. And as ever, keep an eye on the socials. We'll let you know if there's any news to share. Grieve strides forward, taps the ball forward to Burrell. Lays it inside, there's a shot on here, and that is turned in for number 5. Brilliant work. Grieve taking the ball towards the edge of the circle. For a moment I thought she was going to shoot herself. Ball made its way out to the left-hand side. You'll see here's that running from Grieve. Burrell just brilliantly. It's a hat-trick for Isabel Smith. Taking the congratulations. I'm sure she'll remember this day for a long time. So 5 for Beeston today. 60th minute goal. Ten minutes after her last one. Beeston lead with 9 minutes left to play. And again Beeston go close. That's goal number 50 for the season for Beeston. Smith now on to 10 for the season. Moss on 2. Smith now Beeston's top scorer for the season. And I think there must be said that Leicester City have found goal scoring difficult this season. 15 for the season in their 12 games. That's just a shade over a goal a game. Defensively, they have looked pretty good. Noticeably, things cooling down a touch. Will it stay in? No, it's gone out for a sideline ball. Barring a big turnaround, you'd have to say the points are in the bag for Beeston today. Leicester City hoping for maybe a consolation goal. I won't find one at that end of the pitch though. This could be Beeston's first ever win at home against Leicester City. And a big ooh from the crowd actually there. Beeston go close again. In fact, this is would be Beeston's second ever win over Leicester City. Both of those coming this season. 4-0 on the road back in October. And there's an opportunity for number 6. Suddenly, with a sting gone out of the game, Beeston have gone very close and twice in 60 seconds. This is also the biggest win between these two sides for either team, replacing that 4-0 earlier in the season. Leicester City attacking with pace and mopping up in defence. Grieve just pulling up. There's a handshake. Must have been a tiny coming together. Grieve just feeling the effects of that. Aerial ball over halfway, bounces once and then's brought down under control from Leicester City. 5 minutes to play, tapped out just in front of us here. And the captain, Morel. Beeston sensing there could be a 6 on the cards here. They're pouring forward. Pushed all the way out to the right-hand side, into the circle, onto the baseline, getting closer and closer and closer. Somehow nobody's able to get a stick on that and turn it towards goal. The 6th goal was almost there for the taking. It was almost excellent control. Kilpatrick plays it into a dangerous area and somehow it's not being controlled by Leicester City. Beeston pushing towards the circle again. Penalty corner. We'll see that again. How much of a shove. This is the ball across from Kilpatrick. There's the mistake that let the ball run all the way through. And then, yes, it's shoulder to shoulder. And then goal scorer Clarkson goes to ground. Penalty corner for Beeston. Could this be number 6 for the Bees? medium pace out towards Grieve, and that's flicked away, long corner. Not every shot on goal deserves to go in, but if just half of the efforts that have been blocked by the Leicester defence had gone in, this would be a much different score. Leicester City over halfway. Grieve mopping up. Good tussle again on the far side. With less than 3 minutes to go, the teams won't be able to see the final 2 minutes on the match clock, so this is the best that we'll get from this. Only the officials will know the full time or how long has elapsed. Blasted towards the 23-metre line and firmly defended again. Grieve addresses the ball, plays it out to the left-hand side and up towards halfway again. Kilpatrick stumbles a tiny bit, and Bees get the benefit of the whistle once more. 2 minutes to play. Crossfield ball, huge amount of space. Is there an end product here? And it has been turned in for number 6. All stemming from that crossfield ball. An enormous amount of space on the right-hand side for Beeston to exploit. That's that crossfield ball from Kilpatrick. No one at the back for Beeston. Burrell with the goal. Puts her onto 9 for the season. Now just 1 behind Isabel Smith, and you fancy there might be another one on the cards here. Beeston waltzing through the defence that they've really struggled to get a grips with, certainly in the first half. And by no stretch of the imagination has this been a collapse from Leicester City, but it's like Beeston have suddenly found the key to the lock. They want this game to continue on for a long time. That said, there's only 50 seconds or thereabouts until the match is over. Another chance here, maybe? No. Penalty corner it is, though. Maybe there is time for one more opportunity for Beeston. Here's the attack on the right-hand side. Is that the full-time whistle blowing? I think it is, and so Beeston could put everybody around the top of the circle if they wish. Moss will go over to inject. We've seen some good work already with the ball coming back to the injector, so we'll see what can happen with this one. Can Beeston make it 7? Smith low, hard, and it has been taken away. It's still with, and it has been turned in for number 7. With a final touch of the ball, that ends the game. Beeston 7, Leicester City 0. Handshakes all round. It's a penalty corner goal.
Beeston 7, Leicester City 0. With a second goal from number 9, captain Lauren.
Burrell with 2 goals in a couple of minutes, and that puts her up to 10 goals for the season as well. Excitement abounds at Nottingham Hockey Centre. Fantastic result today at home. We haven't had any opportunity to type those goals into the score system, so we'll get that updated for you as soon as possible.
Let's take you through those 7 goals. First of all, a goal from Emily Clarkson in the 17th minute, followed by the first from Isabel Smith in the 35th minute, Nick Moss in the 38th minute, Isabel Smith again in the 50th minute, and another from Isabel Smith in the 60th minute.
Hat-trick for Isabel Smith today.
With a 69th-minute goal, and then a final from Lauren Burrell. And again, Beeston 7, Leicester City.
We'll just update the graphic. Full time coming through, 7-0 victory today. What's next for the two teams? Beeston, well, they're next in play on the 1st of March away to Buckingham. That will definitely be a tricky fixture. 8th of March, Beeston is home against Pendle Forest, then home against Wakefield, then home against Repton, and away at Ben Reading on the 29th of March. Many, many thanks for watching wherever you are in the world. I've been Andy Day, keeping you company this afternoon. Upstairs on the camera, Adam Milson, and then alongside me in the commentary box has been the octopus-like Callum Griffiths with all of the equipment and keeping everything going. So it's been a pleasure today. It's been a fantastic day at the office for Beeston. 3 points, 7 goals, but still 2nd place in Women's Division 1 North. From us here, enjoy your evening. We'll see you again soon.